next question would be, I realized when we were emailing that, I've met Vinod a couple times. He's very public and open with his thoughts. Gotten to know you. Uh, I don't really know much else about KV, and it sort of occurred to me like maybe just give you a chance for a few minutes to just maybe explain who else is here that you work with. I know there are a lot of people here and you can't name them all, but just how does the firm operate? Assuming everyone knows you and Vinod.
Yeah, so we invest in a wide range of startups, technologies, and data. I sometimes joke from the sublime to the ridiculous. We don't always know which one's which when we invest, but we're fairly irreverent and fairly broad. We have a large portfolio in alternative energy and sustainability. We've moved aggressively into reinventing food and agriculture using technology in areas that were underinvested in by both entrepreneurs and investors, but are now becoming mainstream. We invest a lot in the revolution in healthcare and medicine using data and science instead of old school practices. The practice of medicine is an intentional phrase. So the digitalization, the softwareization of medicine, the practice of medicine, we've been investing in for years and have the largest portfolio in that space. And then we invest in classic technology breakthroughs in enterprise and consumer and mobile. So among the people here, because you're right, there's a lot of people that work at Coastal Ventures. Some of the people, so my partner Semil Shah is really heavily invested in companies that improve food and energy. So for example, Hampton Creek, which is a very interesting company, he led the seed investment in. He's involved in reinventing health insurance. He led a major investment in Oscar, and as well as a whole bunch of other interesting companies. Then David Wyden, who's been involved in actually both the consumer and enterprise side, was the first investor in ZocDoc, Lookout, which is a really interesting company. Was very early involved in RingCentral, which went public last year. Jawbone, so a wide breadth of companies right there. And then after me, Ben Ling joined us. Ben worked at Google and briefly at Facebook and has been an active angel investor as well. Sort of shares a lot of similar kind of tastes in companies that I do. And then Andrew Chung invests a lot in alternative energy companies, really focused on capital and partnerships overseas because a lot of these companies have markets and products and capital needs that are best served outside the United States. So he's flying across the globe all the time. So that's the basic investing partnership here.
Yeah, the reason I want to ask you that is everyone in the tech ecosystem in the Valley and startups knows you, and I think they identify with individuals at different firms, one or two, but maybe they don't really see their investors who are very quiet, who are sort of working their own networks and never come up and publicize what they do.
That's true. I mean, I think the world of venture used to be a very quiet cottage industry. And then over the last 5 years, using social media, and some firms have decided to compete on the basis of marketing, it's become more public. And having a point of view and perspective can be useful in filtering entrepreneurs and attracting entrepreneurs. So we do more of that.